Good morning, everyone. This is Patti. Anyways, this is another short little video of doing some inexpensive wrapping. This is the Hippy chicks. And I showed a video on, I can't remember which one I wrapped, but anyways, on making do with what you have. And I used brown paper, and my granddaughter Abby and I had hand painted the paper. So this is another one that I talked about. It is with a roll of, and it's a brown paper, I guess they call it, well, it's a gift wrap, but I forget what they call the paper. I don't know. I can't remember. I guess I better have some more coffee. But it was a long roll. Got it for $1 at the Dollar Tree store. And anytime that I run across with the brown paper, I get it because I like it because it makes the soap be able to breathe with cold process. And then on sale, I got some raffia, and you can get it anyway, but this was real inexpensive, so I got that, and I've been using it for years. So that was inexpensive. Let's see. Oh, and it's Hippy chicks. So this string that I put glass beads on, which I got the glass beads, a whole bunch of them for practically pennies. But this string is hemp string, one of the toughest ropes and strings that you can get. So I just made that. And so that wasn't nothing. Well, I cut my paper. You don't want to know how I did it off in the roll, and it was not a chopping board or whatever, but a serrated kitchen knife. Haha. Anyways. Oh, I'm telling you, the things that you don't have. Then I wanted to talk about another thing. Quite a few years ago, before we moved to Iowa, we were in Missouri, one of the neighbors' mother had passed away, and he came over one time, and it was quite recent. They had to get, the house and everything, but the reason why he came over, because he said, I don't want you to be offended, but he says, you remind me so much of my mom. She used to do all different kinds of crafts for hardly any money, but you dress like her, you act like her, and I just wanted to know, since we're going through the stuff, if you would be interested in rug making material, where she would go and buy fabric for, pennies, literally. Then she'd sit down there and she would take them and put them in strips, and I have all different sizes and shapes. And I said, yes. I said, oh, I would love that. And he said, that's what I thought. He says, I'll be right back. Do you know he brought over 6 of the leaf garbage bags packed full of all the different little balls of fabric that she had sit down and did. And in there, she had started the middle of some of the rugs that she was making. So I finished off them and thought about her while I was making it, and I just knew she'd be happy. So I finished making rugs on that I still have, and then I still have, not a lot, but a lot of different material balls. So this is what it is. So that was given to me. It was a delightful gift. So I put it on here, wrapped it here, glued it down with my glue gun, and then I put my labels on over that. So After I cut off the paper for the roll, I measured it out so that I'd have a little bit up on top. And yes, I'm going to paint the top too. I just think, just the sound of it. It's a beautiful soap. It has argan oil in it and metal foam and a bunch of clays. I think you've seen me make it. So I stick it on there. I don't know if you can see it too well, but I do the same thing. Just wrap. And this one, I am not going to put the tags on. That's why I got this piece here. So that you could just see what I do. And it gets all of your creative juices going, especially for the new soapers. And let me tell you guys, I know this is all that I had to do with. And so this is how I would wrap many of my soaps, all different kinds of ways. And I think I have a couple of videos on different things of wrapping soap. But I used what I had because I was so doggone poor, you know, when it came to being able to spend money on, you know, supplies and stuff. So I couldn't get fancy-dancy for sure. So, anyways, make a long story short, when I would go to the farmers markets and have some events and stuff, I would have my soap all laid out. And I have had, and this is for quite a few years, tears. I mean, the first couple times I just bawled. And the reason why is someone would come up and they were out of state. And they were admiring how I set up my table and picking up all different kinds of my soaps, looking at the packaging and stuff. And then we had a little talk about, you know, my packaging. And these people owned stores and whatnot, were artists, and just went and bought just a lot of different things. And so they complimented me on them. And they said, I don't know where you get your, you know, your ideas or whatever, but keep going, girl. And I just sit there and I bawled, and they just looked at me funny. And I said, I use what I have. And I just felt, you know, kind of inferior putting my soaps out because it was just, you know, stuff that I had laying around and I didn't have any money to do it. And I mean, tears were running down. I just said, thank you so much. You don't know what you did, you know, to this woman by taking the time out to do that. So, all you newbie soapers out there that want to sell products, I'm not talking full production, because once I get going on that, they're going in boxes and they're going to go on labels because you just don't have enough time. And it doesn't take very much time. You just do a system of laying it down and doing all the wrapping first, and then you go around and you do all the bows, and then you put the labels on, and blah 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 blah. So this is why I'm sharing it with you. So I'm not going to put my little beads on that one because I will be opening it up, and people love to look at the soap, see what it looks like, and smell it if it's not a see-through. So I just wrap it like this. And I learned to just take one full bar out and put it on a display so that people can see what they're going to buy in that wrapper. So we just put this on here like that. And make a little bowl. And let it dangle. And when you name a soap, you want to think about the wrapping. And that is what I thought about. See? Just looks nice. I mean, this stuff goes really fast. And then usually it's due to the wrapping. As I've been told, it's not just me, you know, boasting about this stuff. But if this will help anyone, this is why I share these little videos. So, take this and I lay it down, and I don't know if you can see that too well. And it can be anything that you just put a little wrap on, and you just put just a little dab of glue on there. Don't take very much to anchor it. And so, today is my son's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeremiah. And I'm going to bake him a cake, so I'm kind of like hurrying, trying to get the rest of these soaps wrapped. And Glenn is on his way home. He should be here in about an hour and a half. I'm going to say 2 because he always gets detained somewhere on the road. So then I put my label on it. I hope that you can see I'm not going too fast. So then I will, if this is a little bit too big, then just cut her down, put that over there, and then put the paint with the paintbrush on there, and voila, you got it. All right. Well, this weekend is Easter, so happy Resurrection Day when it comes, and I hope everybody has a beautiful, peaceful weekend. So this hillbilly's going to sign off and get busy baking a birthday cake. And let me know if you still want to know about other little wrappings that don't cost very much, or maybe you're tired of it. Be making soap next week, so have a blessed weekend. Love ya all. Stay out of trouble. Bye-bye.